Good evening, and welcome to Tom's Terror Trove and tonight's chapter, Chapter 9, of my ongoing narration of Project Moon's The Distortion Detective. If you like what I do, please give a thumbs up or a rating on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It helps out this podcast heaps. Chapter 9, Crimson Point. Every atrocious moment of the past throughout my life swirls around me.
Detective! I'm so hopeless with this kind of stuff.
Ezra took cover behind me, speaking in a faint, squeaky voice.
She's not helping, I suppose. Should we start out by looking for an exit, Detective?
She still has the nerve to take jabs at Ezra in times like this. I must wonder if she ever gets tired of it. Do you have night vision goggles or something of the sort?
Right. There's a few in my dimensional bag. I'm the one who crafted the glasses, though. Well, I planned out the functions for them.
I'll commend you both. So hand me the damned glasses already. Ezra rummaged through her dimensional bag and took out 3 pairs of eyeglasses, handing a pair to each of us. The temples of the glasses are decorated with ribbons. Typical Northern workshop fashion. Do they really have to adorn everything they make with such ornaments? Putting on the eyeglasses, I could gain a clear vision of the chamber as if it were brightly lit by the sun. Even with the light bulbs on the ceiling blinking frantically, the glasses automatically compensate for the rapid changes in brightness, allowing me to see things in a constant degree of brightness. Quite impressive. I would have had to rely on a lighter to barely see things right in front of us in the old days of just Ezra and me working together. It certainly is convenient to have a Meister working for our office.
Detective, what do we do if they all start jumping at us?
Ezra worriedly asks. I'm pondering on what to do as well. Looking around, I can count 108 employees here in total. They're all blinking at the same time, chanting the same words. What could this mean? For what purpose? Perhaps
it seems as if the minds of these people are linked together. Detective! Over there!
Ezra pointed toward a mashed pile of flesh lying in a corner of the sleeping chamber. There were several of them around the chamber, in fact. I can see at least 8 of them, all created at different times. We approached a pile that appears to be the most recent. It's a dead body, as I suspected. A corpse that was crushed brutally. Something in this room smashed people.
They were thrown with tremendous force. It's been at least 33 hours since this blood was spilt, judging from its state. This body seems to have suffered heavy external damage,
YuRia said as she observed the pile of flesh with a magnifying glass.
Kaoru.
This sword belonged to Kaoru. That means our opponent has enough physical strength to pound a grade 4 fixer to a pulp. The rest of the lumps of flesh nearby are likely what became of the other fixers from AIM office. There is nothing in our sight that appears to be the culprit, however. The only other things in this space are 108 sleeping employees of a produce company still wearing their suits, and the 3 of us.
Detective, how do those employees appear to your eyes?
Ezra asks. Well, obviously, they have all different forms of distortions. No. Something is different. The employees did have distortions of their own, but without any common trait to be found, much like those I see in the streets. Yet their distortions are beginning to disappear. The one whose face was missing regains their face. The one whose right arm was scorched has their arm restored. Cylindrical objects are being removed from another person. The distortions are all gathering to a certain spot. I looked toward the point where all distortions were converging. Smoke billowed from what appeared to be an altar. Then their chant must be some kind of code and a ritual to summon something. The smoke gradually condenses into a certain shape. Should we kill all the employees sleeping here? We don't even know what may manifest from that smoke. It's hard to judge something we know nothing about. I don't get a good feeling about this. It could turn out to be a favourable phenomenon. It could be an opportunity. At the same time, it's just as likely to be something that could kill us all. I cannot make any judgment on this phenomenon that I'm experiencing for the first time. Should I kill 108 people at my own discretion based on an uncertain possibility? The lives of Ezra and YuRia depend on my decision. My thoughts accelerate. Ezra and YuRia are saying something to me. Damn it. I know. I should come up with something. If I were to use my white breath, could I control more than 100 people at once? I've never tried something of that scale yet. However, I'll only end up ruining myself even in the worst-case scenario. Yes, this is the most plausible option I have. Having made up my mind, I open my eyes. The floor under each employee opened up, storing them in the space below. It was as if they were being used as batteries of the mind. It's too late. Only 3 of us remained in the 100 pyong space, until we noticed something standing before us. At least 3 meters in body size, 6 arms, massive muscles that look like they could burst any moment. A skull for a head, blue flames spurting from its gaping mouth, red eyes staring at me. The shape was complete. The creature assumes a bizarre pose. This is a completely hostile entity. Instinctual fear overwhelms us. YuRia grabbed my sleeves tight. Ezra's eyes changed. Ezra, what we're about to face is something completely different from anything we've dealt with before. Yes, Detective! Ezra puts her dimensional bag on the floor. YuRia, observe me to your heart's content. Of course I will. I held my pipe between my lips. I closed my eyes and began breathing in. This distortion has the same scent as the pianist. A distortion dedicated to slaughtering people. One moment of carelessness means death. Yet I'm beginning to feel excited. I suppose this old habit will die hard. All-out assault mode! Mark 3! Ezra's dimensional bag emitted an orange glow as she shouted. Ezra armed herself with exoskeletons of various shapes all over her body. Ezra's big, bulky body was made even bigger, her size now comparable to that beast we're facing. I noticed that the exoskeletons she's wearing don't exactly appear to be the ones I saw her use before. This must be YuRia's work, though it seems that Ezra found the time to stipple them with stickers like she does with everything else she owns. Why did you plaster my gear with silly stickers like that? YuRia complained, as expected. It looks like we're about to die. Don't look back and just run. I'm sure you can fix the elevator somehow. It'll earn you enough time. Ezra spoke in a calm tone. What are you talking about? YuRia dropped her usual impudence. I placed my hand on my forehead. Stop jinxing us, you two. We're all making it back alive. Bang! With a thunderous kick against the floor, the giant leaped at me. Its skeletal head came right in front of me in the blink of an eye, one of its arms winding up for a punch. A clean hit from that fist could turn me into pulp. I stood still and closed my eyes. Ezra cut in immediately and sent the skeleton giant flying as quickly as it had approached me. I won't let you so much as lay a finger on the detective! Swoosh! Crashing into the wall, the giant soon jumped out and threw its fist at Ezra. Bang! Ezra held her arms high and deployed a powered shield to block its attack. My hair and coat fluttered from the blast of air created from its impact. That skeletal giant is a purely physical being. I doubt psychological attacks will have any effect on it. I could try restricting its movement to assist Ezra, but even if I did, can she deliver the finishing blow to that monster? I doubt that either. Ezra, protect me with all your strength.
Yes, Chief!
Ezra responded loud and clear. I inhaled a crimson-red breath.
YuRia-style rotary drill!
3 drills emerged from the exoskeleton on Ezra's right arm as she thrust at the skeleton beast's body. They struggled to penetrate the giant's hard skin, throwing up sparks in all directions. The giant uses 2 of its arms to grab Ezra's right arm and pushes her away, while charging up strength with the other 4. Ezra continues to strike the giant's waist with her left arm. Boom! 4 straight punches land on Ezra at once. The sheer strength of the giant's 4 arms knocks Ezra across the chamber and into the wall. I inhaled a crimson-red breath.
You dummy! Use the axe!
YuRia yelled urgently.
YuRia-styled axe!
Ezra pulled a long pole from her back, which turned into a 2-handed battle axe of enormous size. I never thought this stupidly large axe would actually see use, YuRia mumbled. I inhaled a crimson-red breath. Ezra charged at the giant with the axe in her hands. At the same time, the colossus lifts its right arms and lunges at her. Slice! 3 muscular arms of the giant flung into the air, cleaved clean by the axe.
It's an axe sharpened by my teddies in my workshop for 4 whole days. I bet it cuts better than hyper-oscillation blades, huh? It really does!
Ezra's eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. I inhaled a crimson-red breath.
Watch out!
YuRia gave Ezra a warning. Zoom! Shunk! The cleaved right arms morphed into sharp stakes and wedged into Ezra's flesh. Ezra swings her axe up, chopping off the arm stakes still stuck in her body. Ezra then proceeded to kick the giant right away and swung her axe at the giant's body this time. Clang!
Ezra, the edge is all worn down now!
Ezra threw the frayed axe onto the ground. I inhaled a crimson-red breath. Ezra and the giant engage in a brutal scuffle. The Titan ruthlessly pummels Ezra with its 3 remaining arms and its legs, crushing her exoskeletons bit by bit. Blood gushes out from the stakes stuck in her body.
Detective Moses, please!
YuRia cried at me. I inhaled a crimson-red breath. I do not stop inhaling. I close my eyes and sink into my inner world. Every atrocious moment of the past throughout my life swirls around me. The memories of violence I never want to recall. Blood, scars, corpses, pain, war, carnage. I concentrate all of that malice into a single point. Good work, Ezra. The smoking pipe became a coarse, scarlet cylinder in my hand. I aimed the cylindrical shape at the oversized skeleton. Crimson point. I stabbed the cylinder into the giant. The cylinder expanded by about 5 meters, erasing the creature's upper body. It bored a hole through the giant's body, a hole created from physical force. Yet the origin of that force was neither external nor internal. What was once there simply vanished. My body was shaking, my eyes were bloodshot, and my mind was swarmed with destructive impulses. I must maintain reason. I coughed out a thick clot of blood. Then I felt a familiar embrace.
It's all right, Detective. It's over now.
Ezra hugged me, her body soaked in blood. YuRia was next to me, sitting on the floor, crying. And I could come back to myself. You all did well. I stood back up and adjusted my coat. It's about time we figured out just what's going on at this damned company. I put my pipe in my mouth. Translation notes. pyong, a Korean unit of floor space. It's similar to the real estate measurement units of tatami and tsubo in Japan. 100 pyongs, about 330 square meters, or 3,558 square feet. That which the next chapter holds. A white-haired person in a hanbok.
Detective, could that be...
Ezra gave me an unnerved look. It means that scoundrel dropped by this company.
What are you two talking about?
YuRia asked us. That was The Distortion Detective, Chapter 9, by Kim Ji-hoon. Stay tuned for more chapters in the coming days. Good night, everybody.